Our Fox 6 News reporter Claire Huddleston is this morning in one of the communities there. Claire, good morning.
Good morning, Janice and Mike. We are off Dartmouth Avenue on 21st Street. A lot of damage in this area. You can see the large tree behind me that is across the roadway. That's one reason the schools are going to be closed the rest of the week. They will reopen on Monday. Joining me now, Fred Prim, the superintendent for Bessemer City Schools. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
So I understand, let's talk about during the storm. I understand that you had some of the buses helping evacuate some of the people in this area.
Yes, that's correct. Typically, what we try to do is coordinate with the city in terms of transportation. Sometimes we need it, sometimes they need it, and this is one of the opportunities that we were able to use the buses to kind of transport some students and some of the adults to the triage and to the areas that they were using for the shelter.
Were some of the buses damaged in the storm?
We only had one bus that was damaged in the storm. It's still drivable, but it's not rideable for the students. But the most damage was to our bus shop area.
Do you know the extent of that damage?
It's pretty much done. We're assessing now. We've had the adjusters to come out. We've already talked to the insurance company. We've also talked to the State Department of Education and the Transportation Department. And so we're just trying to make different accommodations to make sure that we're able to get on the road when it's time to start school again.
How did you come to the decision to cancel class for the rest of the week?
Well, typically, whenever we have inclement weather, we pretty much work together as a unit, the leadership team in the district. But it was a no-brainer because we didn't have power, and we could not anticipate how long it would be. So instead of having parents and students trying to anticipate, are we going to make the school this day or the next day or the next day, we just decided to cancel to make sure that they're able to take care of their homes first and make sure that we have the power and we have everything in order so when the students come, they're ready to get back into the swing of things.
You were telling me earlier one thing, a lot of people lost all of their belongings, including school supplies and uniforms. What do you want to say to those families who might have apprehension about going back on Monday?
We just want to let them know that we'll be able to make the accommodations. So for some reason, if they don't have uniforms or they don't have, paper, pencils, supplies, anything like that, just to make sure they contact their local school, whether it be the counselor, whether it be the principal, and we'll try to make the accommodations to try to help them. We have programs to do those things, and so we just want them to know, don't worry about not having the clothes or whatever. We want them back in school, and we'll do what we need to do to make sure that we accommodate them.
Hopefully a lot of donations and the community will rally together and be able to help out. I also understand you were going to have ACT testing this weekend, and that has been canceled or postponed, right?
Yes, this week we were doing the ACT Aspire, which is for the 3rd grade through the 8th grade. And when I talked to Dr. Bice, State Superintendent, he said, look, the first thing we want you to do is secure those children and help the citizens. And so we said we can reschedule that. So we want to make sure that we're in a situation where not only are we back in school and we have the full flow of school, but also mentally we want to make sure that the students are prepared to really take the exam. And so the first things is to make sure that they're fine, whether it be socially, emotionally, or just even physically. And then from there, we'll go back into the testing mode.